Hi everybody. We're back to make our beautiful wreath. I'm calling it the Angela wreath because she really wanted us to make this. So she wanted a tutorial on it. So um, I don't know if anybody's seen my short little video where I said that there was a video that was attached to my analytics, and there was this puddle that was in there, and it was with this green here. I was able to figure. I had no idea what to do with this. I was just going to scrunch it up, and make ruffles out of it. But I was shown a new petal, so I used it last night, and I made this. I'm not a fan of decoupage, but when you're working with the right stuff, here it is here. Those are the petals right there. Aren't they gorgeous? And then I put it on this pink, foiled decoupage. Now, somebody said, how is it that there weren't any frays? Well, there were some frays. It's just that when I finish my work, I just go in and I just, go through it and I cut the frays out. There wasn't that many though. This stuff here doesn't fray very much. It's very, very cool. And this stuff here, if you burn it right, you're going in between the lines, it works out pretty good. And then the rope, someone asked me where I get that from. And here in Canada, we have a dollar store that's called Dollarama. So I really stocked up on this rope. One package will do about 2 of these little centers. So I think it went really well with this. I think it would look really cool in a little girl's room. Isn't that sweet? So that is that for that one. And I just wanted to show you that. It was just a quick little wreath that I made last night. I thought I'm going to try that out. So that's what I did. So today we're going to concentrate on the Angela petal, the Angela wreath. And I already put 2 petals on it because I have to test to make sure that, this is what we want to do. So I really like the way that it's working out. So I'm liking the orange and, the yellow on top. And these, they're really nice. So we're going to do is I'm just going to revise how to cut, that one petal, to make the 2. I'm all over the place again today. So I'm just gonna bring this camera down. Okay. So I've got these, and remember, we start on the edge. Here I am with my box and everything in the way again this morning. Okay. So the edge on the top, and then I just turn it, and then I meet my 2 lines here so that I make sure that I've got a perfect line in the middle. And then I, put my weights on it. I don't think we need to see a dental stick on there. My ruler, my trusted ruler. This came from, an old job I had. They used to make connectors. Well, they still do. They became another big company. Okay, so I'm gonna burn, I'm only doing 2 petals, so I don't have a mask on, but there's a good flow here. I have a fan right at me. My dog's in the other room. We're good, okay? So I'm just gonna cut these 2 petals. And by the way, my little dog grabbed my mesh this morning, and these are the ones that I'm cutting. So I had to spray them because, I guess he loosened a few pieces, but it was the yellow, so it didn't really matter. He's so funny. He's like a little toddler is what it is. So okay, so I've got 2 pieces there. I'm gonna put this aside for now, and then I'm gonna cut my orange. Okay, so the same thing, and what I'm using is this is a 10-inch mesh. And I cut 10 inches, okay? I cut exactly 10 inches so that I got a square. Well, perfect square, as perfect as you can get it. So again, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna cut this petal in half. I just follow my line under my craft mat here. And I pray to the Lord that we're gonna get a nice straight line. That's all, that's how it works. Okay, so I don't need these weights anymore. So now I take the yellow, okay, and I put it on top of the orange, and I can line it up so that they're both nice and even, okay. So the other petals I used about four little squares, and don't forget, you know, you got this big thick edge here, so you know, kind of make it, try and maybe straighten it out here, and you're pretty sure that you're gonna get a nice straight edge. So I don't fuse this, I just kind of, you know, get as close as possible to that orange and cut this yellow off. Might take a couple tries, but you know, I mean, some of the orange is going to get caught up in there. I mean, you know, nothing is ever straight really. Oops, I'm throwing my petal away. Okay, so from here, I just, you know, scrunch up my petal immediately so that, you know, it's not sitting around waiting to get frayed. That's one of my biggest things. I hate fraying, and you know, as much as everybody. So I tie this off. I don't commit immediately. I just kind of play with my petal a little bit. And then I got this, okay? Isn't that beautiful? So don't worry if it's, you know, flipping like this, because once you put it on the wreath form, it's gonna flatten out. So we're gonna do the next one. So we take the orange, we put the edge on. Try and keep your edges all on the same side. That's why when you're turning your petal, always turn at the same side so that you keep your edges on the same side, because when you're putting it on the wreath, you want all your edges to be going the same way. So here we go again. I'm very meticulous when it comes to stuff like this. It's that OCD thing. I don't know that I really have it, but I'll tell you what, yeah, if you saw my cupboards and my drawers and all of that, you go, oh my gosh, yeah. There could be a problem there. And yet my craft room, forget it. There is no organization here, folks. Well, I know where everything is, let's put it that way. Now, if somebody was going to look for something, now that's a different story. Okay, so from here, I scrunch up again, same as per usual before. Okay, we're making a single petal. I really want this orange to show, so I just kind of flattened it out on the one side here. And then we just tie it off. These are beautiful petals. I love this. This is gorgeous. It's so dainty, right? So we got another one. So because these are pre-made petals, what I did was I started putting my zip ties in the back so that I could just put them on the wreath form this way. I normally do that with my pre-made petals, just because it just, I don't know, it just seems to be the right thing to do. No, I don't know, it just, I don't like to put two zip ties on top of one another, so I like doing it this way. It seems to be very secure on the wreath frame, so I just take these off. So now we're gonna put these on the wreath frame. Okay, so here we go, and I was trying to go the same way. So this was my next one. Okay. So here, the green leaves, I used bark 2 and 3, okay? So now I'm using bark 3 and 4. Now my mesh is not completely round, let's say. So I have a lot of spaces, you know, with the bars, and which is actually to my advantage right now. So I'm using 3 and 4, and I'm using just the bar, okay? So I'm really liking with that, but I may end up, you know, having to use the mesh at one point, but that's okay. I don't, you know, it'll only be a couple petals. So I'm going in between each of the green petals, and then using bar 3 and 4. It's probably a good idea to maybe start before putting the mesh in, maybe putting your petals in on bar 3 and 4 first, and then put your mesh in. Oh, there's my favorite. Okay, so then I just grab my zip tie, and I just pull it. I just pull it in, and that's it. And I just kind of maneuver my petal a little bit. And that's the one good thing about this, is that you can move your petal up and down and a little bit sideways. So, and that's it. Cut that off. And there we go, right? I just overlap a little bit so that, you know, my edges are all, you know, on the same side, okay? So, you know, the rough edges on this side, and then, you know, my seams are all on the nice side, okay? And when I get over here, well, then I'll flip it underneath it. So I'll do another couple petals for you, and then we'll be into our next video for the following row. So yes, so I think it's very common comments, other than, you know, I got a lot of likes for this video, or the last video I put in. I really enjoyed doing that deco mesh wreath, you know. For somebody who doesn't like deco mesh, I really enjoyed doing that one. And all I did was, that was just a double petal, okay? That's it. It went, you know, I started with this one single petal, and that's another tutorial, okay? That striped mesh there, that's a completely different tutorial. Oh gosh, did I do this? No, I didn't. Maybe I got it dead. Nope, I didn't. You know, sometimes you get a dud from these zip ties. Okay, so I just remembered where I got my zip ties from. They're from an electronics store. So if you can get a hold of an electronics store, you'll get your zip ties at a much cheaper price. Oh, huge cheaper price. So these are my pre-made petals from before. I'm just gonna do a couple more for you. Ooh, these ones are tight, so I must have been prepared for these guys. Don't need to tighten this one. Okay, so again, I'm going through bar 3 and 4. And if I've got the space, then, you know, I'm just going through the bar. If I don't, then I'm gonna go through the mesh. But in this case, I've got the space. It's all good. There we go. And then I just grab my zip tie and I just pull in there. And the thing is, with this petal, I can just push it down, all of them actually, and it'll bring it in a little bit. When I finish my wreath, notice I'm doing here, I go through all my petals and I kind of push them up like this so that they're nice and, you know, poofy like this. So, so yeah, make sure that your edges are touching the other one over that rough edge there, because this one's not so close. It's probably because of these. There you go. So this is looking really nice. I'm gonna finish the final ones in each one of the between, and then we'll be on to the mesh into our next row. What I was thinking with this is that, you know how the brown one I had, these were all on the outside and then I finished it in the orange, and I think that's what I'm gonna do here, but I'm gonna finish it in yellow. I think that's gonna be really striking. We'll see when we get there. So I'm gonna finish this, and then in our next video, we're gonna be on to the mesh. Okay, folks? So with that being said, I'm gonna flip my camera up, and oh, sorry. I thought I was better prepared today. With that being said, I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and the sun is shining today, probably why I'm such a good mood today. And I hope everybody is, doing well, and I hope this is, informative for you. God bless, and have a great day.